What's going on, guys? The Comics Kid 2099 here. Welcome to day 53 of the 365-day graphic novel review challenge. Today, I want to talk to you about Kaijumax Season 1, written, drawn, and colored by Zander Cannon. This is the first 6 issues of the Kaijumax series from Oni Press. And if you like giant monster movies like Godzilla or Mothra, those kinds of things, you will love this book. If you like prison dramas like The Oz or Orange is the New Black, you will love this book. And you might be thinking, those are two very different things. And before I read this book, I would have agreed with you. But after I read this, I realized that this perfectly blends those two seemingly polar opposite genres and does so flawlessly. I would have never thought that this could have been done, and now that I've read this book, I can't imagine this not being done before. This is extraordinarily done. I saw a lot of people put this on their best comics of 2016 list, and now that I've read it, I regret not reading it earlier, and I 100% agree that this is some of the best comics from last year. And basically, this book is, you take Monster Island from the Godzilla movies, and it is a giant prison for all these giant, 200-foot tall kaiju, and they are the prisoners on this island. And then the wardens are kind of like the Japanese superhero Ultraman. In fact, there's one of the wardens, he's the warden. The guards also kind of look like that. So they are kind of made to look like Ultraman, and there's all sorts of Japanese pop culture here. Like at one point, one of the wardens on his way to work is listening to a song, and it's very clearly a reference to Pokemon. It's by like Officer Susie and the Gym Leaders. So that's very clearly a reference to Pokemon. There's primarily it's referencing, this whole book is about Godzilla movies. It does go a little bit outside of giant monster movies, but primarily it's the Godzilla movies. And if you are a huge fan of Godzilla, I cannot imagine that you are not going to like this book. I like Godzilla okay. I'm not a gigantic fan, pun not intended, but I do like Godzilla. I like the concept. I like the franchise, and I really enjoyed this book. And I can only imagine if you're a bigger Godzilla fan than I am, that you will like this book even more. You will probably understand a whole bunch more of the references that I did not get, and that's not to say that if you don't know anything about Godzilla that this book is going to go over your head. You will still enjoy the story if you are a huge fan of The Oz or Orange is the New Black. You'll still enjoy the story, but you'll probably get some more of the Easter eggs if you're a huge history buff on the Godzilla movies. But this is a really awesome book. I don't really want to spoil anything, but I am really super excited for Season 2. I cannot wait to see what Mr. Cannon does with this world. I am very much looking forward to it. There's some really cool stuff here. Some of the characters are very, very much meant to just be the characters that they are homaging. Like, there is a giant mecha monster that is very clearly meant to be Mecha Godzilla. Like, they're not even being subtle about it, and I didn't even care at all because he is one of the most interesting characters in this book. He formed a cult, a non-violent cult for mecha monsters, and he is so awesome. Like, at first you're thinking, oh, he's kind of pompous and arrogant, and he's getting in everybody's face, and you don't really like him, and then there's an issue that kind of focuses on him and a few of the other characters having father issues, and this may sound ridiculous, but this book is amazing, and it does such a good job of making me care about this giant robot dinosaur having father issues and being shunned by his father because he won't fulfill his purpose in life. It is so amazing. You guys absolutely need to check this book out. I'm afraid that I've already spoiled too much already. I don't think I have. There is a lot of really great stuff about this book. And oh, I should go ahead and say, this book is definitely for mature readers. You may look at this and you may think, cool, it's really colorful and fun, and it's got monsters on it. I can give it to my kid. No. Don't do that. This is still a prison drama first and foremost. There's drugs, there's murder, there's rape. You do not want to give this to your kid unless you're comfortable giving your kid those kinds of things in a story. But you may see this and you may think that looks like a fun monster superhero story. It is not. This is a prison story that just happens to have monsters in it. I wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way now. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I cannot wait to read more of this series. I cannot wait to read more from Zander Cannon. This is really good, and I was looking him up on Amazon, and I couldn't find a whole lot of stuff that he did, which it seems like he's been doing stuff since the early 90s, according to his author bio in this book, but I couldn't find a whole lot of stuff that he had done. But I am definitely going to be seeking out some more stuff that he has participated in, because I really love this book. I love the art, love the writing. I cannot say enough good things about it. If you're still watching this video, stop watching this video and go find this book and read it. So those are my thoughts on Kaijumax Season 1. I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I I will be back tomorrow to talk to you about another book. In the meantime, you guys have a great rest of your day. Catch you later.